This is what nearly 48 hours of catastrophe looks like. As Dorian, the most powerful storm to ever hit the Bahamas, crawled its way through the islands, at times coming to a complete standstill with wind speeds of 180 miles per hour.
That's the front porch. The water is about 6 feet.
In its wake, utter devastation. At least 7 people killed.
We can expect more deaths.
As the monster storm now churns north, it is expected to bring flash flooding and a storm surge, leaving millions along the east coast on high alert.
This is a very serious storm. Could bring enormous damage to our state.
And now new aerials from the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas show a paradise in ruins. My team and I had been on the island. Dorian seemed to sit right on top. We were able to leave our building, which, as you can see here in this aerial image, it is one of the few in Abaco left standing. The horror began on Sunday when Dorian made landfall as a Category 5 hurricane.
Can't even see the house across the street anymore.
A mind-blowing event that is unfolding right now.
The monster storm inched along, at times just a mile an hour.
I don't know. And the water is pouring through the door.
Meanwhile, outside, the furious rain and intense storm surge flooded streets.
This is very deep water.
This video shows the water reaching a second-floor apartment, sweeping up the stairs and slamming into the window. And in this home, furniture bobbing in the water. Jack Pettard of Kentucky sent us this video from his home in the Bahamas.
Look at the roofing going, and I'm worried about the structure next.
Look at all the siding torn off of this house.
Some residents became trapped.
Water is everywhere. Everything is just in ruins.
One mother pleaded for prayers on Facebook.
Everyone, please pray for us, please. Please, my baby's only 4 months old. Please pray for us.
The roof ripped off of her apartment building. She took shelter with other families.
I just the only safe place we could be right now.
As the eye of the storm moved over the islands,
Swim! Swim!
our team witnessed people practically being swept away. They were rescued just in time. They told our ABC affiliate WPLG that they were terrified.
But we're happy to be safe.
Safe. The house was getting flooded.
Up to, I don't know, maybe it was up to 10, like 5, at least 5, 6 feet.
Once it was safe to go outside, our team surveyed the damage. Cars littered across the island, homes reduced to piles of rubble. The Red Cross estimates that more than 13,000 houses have been damaged or destroyed. That is the equivalent of about 45% of all dwellings on Abaco and Grand Bahama.
I'm coming.
Tim Allen, a Bahamian journalist, had to flee his home. He and his daughter waded through chest-high water to seek safer ground. This is what the Grand Bahama airport looked like just a few days ago, and this is what it looks like now. Flying over the island, we surveyed the devastation. In the town of Marsh Harbor, we're with authorities as they go through these destroyed homes, looking for both survivors and those lost to Mother Nature. We head to a hospital that has turned into a makeshift shelter.
This is the people here just occupying the hallway.
More than 150 people, and they don't know how much longer they can continue to operate. Government officials say there are areas first responders cannot reach. The U.S. Coast Guard has been dispatched to rescue survivors, at least 47 so far.
You can see a United States Coast Guard helicopter behind me. Another military aircraft helicopter. They've been running patients in and out. They've been rescuing from the Abacos.
States of emergency have been declared from Florida all the way to Virginia, as tropical storm force winds have begun lashing the east coast. Evacuate.
It's important that residents heed those calls. Get out now while you have time, while there's fuel.
Today, my colleague Kaylee Hartung was in Jacksonville, Florida, at one of the many staging areas for the National Guard.
There are 250 of these multi-purpose vehicles at this staging area. It's not even the largest they have in the state. And these vehicles, they can do everything from transport troops and supplies to perform water rescues in areas.
Keep going on down.
Laying sandbags down and boarding up windows, planning to stay open through the hurricane, but taking precautions. In the state are racing to beat the storm, trying to move as many patients as they can to higher ground. This patient is on his way in an ambulance to a Virginia hospital 2 hours away.
We have 10 patients that are confirmed to leave today, and there will be others today.
But not everyone is healthy enough to move. David Eason is fighting a serious blood infection and will ride out the storm in his hospital bed.
They tell you to pack up and go if you can.
Yeah.
My situation, I can't.
Back in the Bahamas and those islands in crisis, the scale of this catastrophe is becoming known with each passing hour. Those who call this now unfamiliar place home face a long road to recovery.